Well, hello everybody. Welcome to P.B.M. Money. Today I want to talk about my no-spend year. Just a little history here. 2 years ago, when we saved $40,000 in 1 year, I did a no-spend year. Only I didn't realize that's what it was called. I didn't know it was a thing. But this year, I'm going to try to do the same thing, only this year I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I actually am going to get prepared to do a no-spend year. Now, you should know that I don't like spending money on anything except investments. I don't even like going to the grocery store and spending money. But because of that, some of my staples need to be replenished, and I did that in the month of December. As an example, I needed, some underwear, some socks. Also, I had got to renew my license plate fee. I'm going to do that this month, so I don't have to spend the money in January. This year I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it with a little bit more intentionality. I want to try to not spend the money on anything. Now, as I get started, I already know there are some things that I'm going to have to spend, and I am going to allow that, and I'm going to just acknowledge the fact. As an example, every Saturday morning, I stop and buy breakfast for my boss and myself at one of my jobs. I'm going to continue that, because if I don't and her blood sugar gets too low, it's never fun to work there. So I make sure that I keep her in breakfast. But one of the habits that I had gotten into was I was eating breakfast during the week at drive-thrus. Now it's only $5 a day, but that's $100 a month. So instead, what I'm going to do is I have started this. I'm just going to buy like cinnamon raisin bread at the store when I do my grocery shopping, and I'm going to have my toast and coffee, and that's going to be my breakfast for the foreseeable future. I may mix up the toast, the different types of breads, whatever. But I'm not going to be going out eating. If I do, it'll be on a special occasion, and there will be purpose for it. Now, two other things that I have to spend money on is groceries. And I've been working over the last month or so to get my costs down, and gasoline. Anything other than that, I will not be spending money on it if I can help it. Now, my only goal for doing a no-spend year is to save $50,000 in cash starting January 1, ending December 31st of 2024. So the way that we're going to be able to measure was my no-spend year successful or not is going to be, did I save $50,000? If I did, then whatever it is I did, we succeeded. So, I recently have been watching other no-spend weeks, months, years, and they all seem to have rules. Well, I don't do good with rules. If you have to make too many rules, then you're really kind of defeating the purpose of doing everything you can, if that makes sense. So the only rule that I'm going to have is I'm only going to spend money on what I have to spend money on. Medications, gas, groceries, bills. And the bills I've been cutting down. And I'll do another video on that, on how I spent this year cutting as much of my monthly bills as I could. I switched my homeowner's insurance, and I saved about $100 per month per property by doing that. I switched from AT&T to a discount, so my bill went from $150 a month to $30 a month. And one of the things I've been doing at the grocery store is, another habit that I had fallen into was buying prepared food from their deli and then using those as like a TV dinner. So I wouldn't have to do much cooking at home. And I am still going to continue to do that, only I'm cutting back. And one of the ways that I'm cutting back is I was buying 3 or 4 salads per week at the deli, but I was spending like $5 to $6 on just a little salad. And it had iceberg lettuce, which I don't like. So what I did is I started saving the little containers that I was buying the salads in, and now I've got a collection of them. So every week I go buy a bag of spinach, baby spinach, some cheese, a little piece of ham, and a boiled egg, and I make my own salad. So I make 3 or 4 salads each week, sit them in the fridge, and that's my lunch. And I try also to cook something one day a week and make meals out of it throughout the week. This week I made noodles. And I've already had 2 meals out of them. I'm probably going to get 4 or 5 more meals before we're done with that. But by doing these things, I've been able to cut my grocery bill by about $30 a week. And I'm still going to continue to try to find ways to cut it. But one thing I'm not going to cut is my smoothies. I make smoothies. And again, I make those once a week, and I drink them over a 2 or 3 day period. But I feel like those are essential, and I know they're very expensive, but health is more important than money, for sure. So as we start our journey, this video is probably coming out mid-January, but as I sit here and record it, it is Christmas Day, and I've been going over all of my paperwork, getting ready for my taxes, cleaning my apartment, doing all the things that I need to get prepared for to start a new year, a no-spend year, a save every penny I can year. And I hope to take you along on the journey, and I hope you'll come along with us with your goals and your no-spend time and your savings goals. That's about all I want to talk about. You guys have a great day, a great week, and happy investing.